I'm very pleased with our team tonight. Obviously, we would have loved to have a different result, but I think for the majority of the game, 30, 35 minutes, we played toe-to-toe with them, and, we had a few execution errors late that kind of let them stretch that lead out. But I thought our team's fight tonight was tremendous. I thought their energy, I thought this was probably the best game of them really playing together, working to get stops as a collective group of 5 and really working together to get the best shots that we could get as a team. So I'm really proud that's part of our growth process, and it was nice to see them be able to do that against a team that makes a really good basketball team.
Shay, I don't mean any offense by this, but when a team like Notre Dame comes in, they're nationally ranked, they're supposed to win, right? Do you guys look looser tonight than I've seen this year? Were you guys able to play with kind of like we got nothing to lose, let's just go play the basketball game?
Yeah, I think so. I think we come in playing with a chip on our shoulder, but especially, yeah, like you said, there's really nothing to lose, honestly, coming into games like this. And our main focus, as we talked as a team, is just to have fun. I think in the first few games of this year, we have played more tense, and today we just really want to focus on getting back to the basketball we know we can play. And I thought we saw a lot of that tonight, and hopefully we can keep building on that.
Mary, just kind of building on that question. I mean, obviously no one goes into a game thinking that other team is better, but they look so loose, you guys did tonight.
Yeah, no, it's good to see. I think, it's something that we've addressed here in the last couple of weeks, that this might be the first time in my career here at Valpo, as well as Shay's, where there's been some level of expectations on this team. And it's a different level of pressure to play with expectations. And so hopefully tonight will go a long way with them realizing that the way to win is always playing hard, but also having fun and just competing. You can't stress out about whether you're going to win or lose a basketball game. All you can do is go out there and try to do your best and do your job the best you can. Every possession you're out there. And those are kind of how you win games. And sometimes I think, I talked to a friend of mine who I think is very smart, and he said, teams when they finally start winning sometimes forget how to win. And I think we're trying to remember those things and remember all the little things that we have to do in order to be successful. And I would encourage this team to come play with nothing to lose every game, because you don't have anything to lose. All you can control is going out and playing as hard as you can and working together as a team. You can't control results. And so I hope they come out like this from every game on the rest of the year. I think they'll be really happy if they figure out how to do that.
Shay hit back-to-back three-pointers at the end of the first quarter. It felt like the ball movement was so key in this game. Just what was working offensively against these guys?
Yeah, I think we came into this game trying to get those matchups and get what we call zeros, which is giving space. I mean, whatever side I guess they're driving to have that open, not have someone in the corner. And we were able to get by our defenders, and Notre Dame is a lot taller than we are, so a lot of our drives weren't necessarily to score, but just to get in the paint, draw defenders, and look to kick, because we're a really good shooting team when we get catch and shoot threes. So just being consciously aware of the help coming, kicking it out, doing that one more is something we came in focusing on. I think we were able to do that, and once we hit those shots, it really stretched the floor and really opened up our drives in the second half, which I think was really great. Seeing Carrie, even Leah, we were able to get those open drives.
And Mary, I want to ask about Leah, 8 points, 7 rebounds, and didn't look intimidated at all when she was out there.
No, I don't think Leah's intimidated by anything or anyone. I never worry about being intimidated. I'm really happy for her. She's had a rough couple of games. Got in some foul trouble against Bowling, which was the main reason why her minutes were a little lower. But that girl is not scared of anyone. So, I love the way she attacked and was really aggressive, and not just offensively. I mean, some of the rebounds that she went up and got in the first half over those kids were super impressive. And she does it in practice. We've got a practice guy named Joel who's a monster, and she'll go up there sometimes and snag it away from him and stare him down, and I just laugh. No one else on our team would do that. So I thought she was really, really good tonight, and I thought she was good on both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively, for the majority of the night. She had a few breakdowns on defense, but I'm really excited for her and the effort she put out there tonight. And when she comes in, I mean, she really helps us too, and she's as focused. And as fearless as she was tonight.
Shay, can you comment on number 5 for them, Olivia Miles?
Yeah, she's obviously a very talented player. You know, she has some pretty crazy passes. She sees the floor really well, and she has a really good feel for the game. But you know, it's always fun. You know, going out against great players like that. You know, they had a lot of other good players on their team too. But yeah, I see here she had a double-double. Yeah, she's all over the place, and yeah, it was fun challenge for sure.
Mary, my final question, doesn't get any easier, now you gotta fly to
Yeah.
10 degrees South Dakota.
Yeah, someone should really question me when I put this schedule together. All my assistants left, so I guess I didn't have anyone to tell me I was being an idiot.
Just, you know, you got a handful more, 3 more opportunities before conference
Yeah.
starts. Just what do you need to see on Friday?
Continued improvement. I'd love to see this energy and effort. They're a very good team. I mean, very good. They very easily could be a top 25 team with a couple games in a little different form this year. They played a tremendously difficult schedule. I think their strength of schedule is one in the nation, or was last week, and they're 6-4 or 5-4 in those games. They've got a lot of experience returning, a lot of fifth year or super seniors, as people are calling them. So it's going to be a little bit like playing ourselves, because they run some 5-out motion and they don't have a lot of rules. There's not a lot of pattern to what they do. So you know, it's going to be a good defensive challenge. It's going to make us have to jump to the basketball and talk and communicate, which is an area that we talk a lot about, especially the last couple of weeks of trying to get better at. So it's another great test. And, you know, it's a team that I think is going to look a lot like the top teams in our conference. I think it's going to look a lot like Drake. I think the physicality is going to look a lot like Missouri State and Northern Iowa. Bradley, you know what I mean? And so it's good. It's good for us to see that. And then we need to break for finals. We need to take care of business in the classroom and work to get those A's and B's, and then come back and have 2 more good tests with Morgan State and Detroit going into conference. But, you know, our team motto this year is get better every day and be playing our best basketball in March. We're in a league that, you know, might get 2 bids, but you know, our goal right now is to be ready to play and to compete in Missouri Valley, position ourselves for the tournament, and hopefully be playing our best team basketball when we go to Moline in mid-March.